Hey everybody, this video is one of those ones where you want to get cozy, grab a mug, grab a notepad. This one is kind of a little look back and a fun look forward at the things that have gone well, that I want to leave behind, in a bit more detail of reflecting on 2025 and sharing with you some of the things that I'm going to take into 2026. I've got some exciting plans. And today is the day when I'm going to share those with you. Now, one of the things that I really want to take into 2026 is to still do my sewing adventures. I have loved doing those for the last 2 years, and I know how much a lot of you love watching them. So in 2024, I spent a lot of time visiting Kent, my home county in the UK. And then this year I have been to other countries and taken you fabric shopping in places like Cologne in Germany and the Netherlands, and I've been up north because I'm a southern girly, and there is still many places I want to go. If you know somewhere that you think I would really love to go, this is your opportunity to give your suggestions. I'm hoping to go abroad for one of them this year. I am planning at least 3 or 4 sewing adventures. There's definitely going to be a visit to another sewing show with something quite exciting happening at that one as well. So sewing adventures are definitely going to continue. The other thing that I want to keep going is my upcycling. I wouldn't feel like me if I didn't. And this year I've done some things that I've really enjoyed, including curtains into a jacket and taking pieces out of a sweatshirt. I have managed to source something that is going to create a great video that I bought a collection of from Vinted, and that is going to make a great sort of journey. I don't know how it's going to go, so that's why when I say video, I mean we'll do it together. I'll share the journey with you as I do it, but I'm very excited for this upcycling journey. I'm probably going to start it quite early in the year. And I also have now quite a big selection of denim that I've been collecting from places, getting off people, and I am feeling some kind of patchwork pieced denim, longer line jacket, coats, workwear jacket, something. So that is coming as well. So they are 2 of my big things that I want to sew. I am also definitely taking into 2026 something from my Make 9, and if you haven't seen my Make 9 review from 2025, I'll link it up here. I didn't do swimwear this year. I did get to knickers, and I think doing knickers is really helpful because of thinking about the fit of the bottom, but I'm definitely going to go into 2026 and start early. I don't want to leave it till the summer. I want to work on it before the summer, so by the time I get there I've perfected a pattern, because I do feel like it's something that I want to work on to find the fit, to find the style. So it might involve taking a trip to a shop and trying some on to find out, because it is a while since I've explored the kind of things that I like to wear when lounging by the pool or swimming. I have some fabric, I have some of the correct elastic, but if you know a good place that stocks a nice choice of those kind of things, do let me know. Somebody the other day made a really great suggestion. I can't think of it off my head. It's something like See Me or Seam Sew or something for underwear, because that is definitely on my 2026 list as well. I don't know that I'm going to turn this into a Make 9 this year. What I might do is just write them down, and it'll be whatever size that it is, rather than restricting it to a Make 9. And also I do want to learn to crochet. Now, it's not really sewing, but it is something I want to do in my creative pursuit, so it's definitely going on there. And I am going to go and find the long arm quilter in Tring, because I have decided that I want to get a long arm quilt. Now, whether that's going to be on my memory quilt or whether I'm going to hand sew that one and have another one done, but it is on my list because I love quilting things. I love making quilted things. I've really enjoyed making my quilted memory quilt, but there's something I think extra special about having it long arm quilted and the designs, etc. So that is on my list, and I will want to think about what I'm going to do with my scraps again. towards the end of 2026. I know we're in end of 2025 right now, so you're thinking, whoa, that's a year ahead. But I want to think about how I save them, because I don't want another giant pile. It's been traumatic dealing with that this year. I don't want that again. So I want to really think about how I organise it as I go through the year. But there is something that I haven't mentioned yet, and I am going to do a low/no buy, because it is part of my bigger dream and vision. Now I'm going to talk about that in a future video, but this is an important part. I have plenty of fabric. I've done full tours of this for my members if you want to have a nosy. I'm not going to struggle to sew without buying things, but I'm not going to say a no buy. I'm not going to say I can't buy anything. I'm still forming the plan. I've loved Lena Norm's style of, like, she has a certain amount of tokens she can use. I think that's a great idea. Haberdashery wise, I've got plenty, but that's not on the list, because if I run out of elastic, I run out of elastic. I'm not going to not buy it. But I am really quite excited about shopping my stash and seeing my stash go down. I've reached that point of overwhelm where it's making me uncomfortable. And already I feel quite free in my brain of thinking about it taking up less space and just freeing my creative space a bit. And that's in my head and physically. So that's going to be a really interesting part of 2026. So I'm not saying I'm on a fabric ban, because my brain doesn't like to be treated like that. I'm not saying I'm not buying anything. This is about gamifying it and making it enjoyable for me. I was watching a video the other day where they were talking about like goals, and they said that if you frame it in a way that makes it sound exciting, it makes it feel less operational and less sort of structured or job-like. And so I really like that in terms of making it a quest. So he was talking about quarterly quests for the year, and I love that, because this is actually like, I'm a hobbit, I'm going on an adventure, and I've got my things, and it is such an important part of the way we talk to ourselves. And so I'm framing it in a way that it is exciting and adventurous and joyful to shop my stash, to create some creative space. And by framing it this way, I don't feel like I'm being restricted, because if you say don't look at new fabric, that's like saying don't think about an elephant. Well, of course you're going to, but instead I can look at new fabric. I can share fabrics with you that I think are amazing, but I might look at it and go, have I got something similar that I could use? How about, the fact that now I've got space that if I choose to buy that, I can put it out and I can look at it. And so this is part of my 2026. It's quite exciting, because I really want to work on creating that creative space, having the time to do, like I was talking about, like the upcycles. I want to do a bit more of a wardrobe go through again. I know it feels like I do them all the time, but I think it's important. I want to de-stash some more fabric and take it to places like the Summer Social, where we have a swaps table, because it's weighing me down. I don't need that fabric. I've got a blue velvet that, whilst it's beautiful, I'm not going to wear it. So someone else needs to enjoy it, and it's time. And part of that is really getting down to the core of having the fabrics that work with my wardrobe, really fit with my palette, all that sort of thing. And so, yeah, it's exciting because of the way I framed it. 2026 is also going to be the year where I really find some solid jacket patterns that I absolutely love. Quilted jackets, done, dusted, but I'm now starting to dabble into them. I've got patterns, it's time to go through them. So I'm going to do some more deep dives. I've done trousers, I've done sweatshirts, I've done quilted jackets, I've done t-shirts. There are more to come. There are others. I haven't tried any other knicker patterns. I haven't tried any bralette or bra tops. I really need to deep dive into jumpsuits a bit more, because I've got a little bit stuck with those. Deep dive into sort of coats and jackets, and a bit more into some other kind of blousey tops, but also how I combine my items together. So I've been really enjoying watching some videos of people talking about styling, and not the trends, but just styling their wardrobe. And I've just got very excited about like multiple layers. of like different pieces and different patterns. So I'm going to be playing with that. So there's going to be some playing of my wardrobe and then working out what I want to sew to add to that. So I've been collecting some pictures, collecting some ideas, and also getting some fabric paint out, some more dyeing, some more fabric paint, some other tote bags just to go with outfits. I want to make some more scarves. I want to sort of add those extra bits that sort of, it's the icing on an outfit, as I saw someone describe it as, rather than just the core pieces. Shoes are sorted. We don't have to worry about those. I've got plenty of those, and I've actually removed about 10 pairs. That's exciting as well, because it feels like the shoes I've got can now breathe a little bit. So maybe that should be what I'm thinking about, is creating some breathing space for 2026.